Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next session of Dumbskulls, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. It is I, your game master, your friend, possibly lover, Ezekiel, and I'm surrounded here by my fantastic players. Top of the order would be Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh. I play the robot, Aegis. No last name.
Okay.
Yet. Question mark.
Last name
Then
pending.
a second question mark. Unless, yeah, then a question mark fades in. The screen fades to black.
Credits
Okay.
roll. End of the
Stream is
stream.
over.
See you next
Anyways,
Alright.
I stab stuff.
Nice. Next, we have Boko.
Hey, I'm Boko. I play the plant. That's
Yeah,
it.
you do.
I throw things at people. Sometimes they hurt the people around them.
Murder children.
I wasn't
Attempt
successful.
to murder children.
I was
yeah.
not
Heavily
successful, so it's
destroy
only
children.
to murder.
He tried to murder children and I lost a bunch of money. Let's just skip forward, please.
I have
Okay.
so much money.
Next, we have Soups.
Hi.
Hi.
That's me.
Hello.
I'm just living in my reality.
Your reality,
Mike
you say.
Yep. It's this one.
Nice.
Could be better, all things considered, but that's where we're at.
Okay. Then we also have Quinn.
I apologize. I'm really sleepy. So we'll
Hello.
see how this goes.
My name is Quinn, or Requiem. This game has been interesting to me.
Not good,
Good or
but
bad?
interesting.
It's not good or bad. I'm going with interesting.
Mediocre, I see.
That's the polite way of saying bad.
We will see where this goes depending on what happens.
All right.
You're
And
acting.
finally, we have Ava.
There, it's me, Ava. I play Brimstone, the Bronze Dragonborn. I am here.
But soon you will not be here.
First,
Well,
check to see if our volume is good.
yes, hello, chat. Please let us know if the volume is A-okay.
I actually
Yeah,
have to turn
we-
Ezzy up.
Yeah, it's
we-
kind of quiet. I will fix it.
All
We
right.
were just a bit late. Don't worry too much about that. We were just getting some things ready. Don't worry. It's all A-okay.
Okay.
Got bad
Yeah,
news, gang. My goldfish box is empty.
Oh shit.
Damn, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, we gotta
You're gonna need
cancel
to
the
get another
stream.
one.
We gotta go out and get some goldfish. Hold on.
We gotta go get some. We
Luckily,
gotta
I got
restock.
another box.
Oh
shit.
yeah!
Nice.
Hell yeah!
Well, that
You're
was
not getting
exciting.
any.
I'm tired now.
This stream is
Kids are
brought
one
to you
of-
by Goldfish, the snack that smiles back.
I was gonna say, Steven,
only
you were a
fun.
fool if you didn't stock up when you just went out shopping the other day. But I see you did.
I'm no fool.
You're no fool. You know. You knew you were running low. You
I know
planned.
this,
You
fool.
thought ahead. Well done. Anyways,
Alrighty. So,
So the
Let's-
stream.
let's
What
go
about
on.
it?
Let's. It's okay. So let's have our recap. Who's going to recap this week?
Josh.
Judge.
Yours.
Yosh.
Yoj.
All
This
right.
Alright.
cat in Halo. As you
let
may
me
find
look
out.
to see if I actually took notes last week. Didn't last time. Let's see what I did. Okay, so number 17. I didn't title it.
Burger King.
Oh well.
Untitled.
Number 17, Burger King foot lettuce.
What
It
is that?
says, dunk on walking armors. Then in parentheses, Rec makes a poor trade decision. Clean the church. Spend a night in Pebble Step and return for downtime. Aegis gets new legs. Dipped works for Doctors Seuss. Rec is harboring an evil god relic. Kestrel works the theater. Brim and Kestrel discuss the Stormblades and Mache Papier. We learn the history of the region as Brim tries to figure out a gift for Mache. And then I just wrote Scizores are involved. Not in the gift, just in the history thing
Well, I
of
mean,
the area.
they're not anymore.
They're dead, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're pretty
Aegis
much
paid
gone.
attention, but I didn't.
That's fair. This is fair.
Wait, how does that work?
Well, don't worry. It's player via
Well,
versus character.
we've established that Aegis has a perfect memory.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I am easily
Unfortunately, Josh
distracted.
does not.
We as humans do not have perfect memories.
So, yep. and now we've managed to decide that the gift, I guess, is going to be Brim being in the play, but in disguise.
the gift.
So I don't really know how
Literally,
that
the last
works.
the last thing that happened on the previous stream was that Kestrel said something to the effect of, "Wait, I've got an idea," and then turned into a slightly shorter Brimstone.
Slightly
Despite the
shorter.
hat saying you cannot impersonate specific people. Whoops.
Oh, does it say that? Uh-oh.
Literally verbatim, but you know, it's
Uh-oh.
fine.
But you can, instead of being
it
a
was a funny
specific
joke.
person, you can be just a shorter dragonborn.
Yeah, this
Or
is
like
A,
true.
clothes
bronze
that belong to
dragonborn that
Brimstone,
happens to look
right?
a lot like Brimstone, but shorter.
What clearly is not Brimstone.
Honest donated. Hope y'all have fun this stream. Here a point to Ava. Also, my character still hasn't been included, right? Just want to make sure I haven't missed the part of the stream that happened. Not yet, but I did make a big list of all the unused NPCs. Now, is in a
We're gonna
big-
meet them all in like 20 minutes. It's
We
gonna be a
all
real
No.
flyby. It's
No.
gonna be a drive-by. We're
No.
gonna be like, and then
No.
you see James the Lost #2. Nah.
No.
I
Number
realized I
two,
said that
eh?
and I was fucking.
I wasn't gonna make them all the theater troupe because we have. Let's just go down the list real quick. We have an unnamed reborn crusader from Honest. We have Jonathan Starr, who is a human fighter. We have Narco, who is a male halfling paladin and hates Okran, who was the potions of potions of potions of potions dude. We have
Aw.
Davanok, the undead. So I don't think they're gonna show up in a theater troupe.
Nah, probably not.
Also, Libertas Nana is supposed to have a character, but we still haven't gotten details on that. Malcontent Inade, or Malkin, is supposed to be a tiefling bard chaotic good. Sari Omni, which is
Well.
another one Honest did, which is, and then Guy Eating Sandwich, race human, ability watching people eating sandwich, being a little creepy. Carl from accounting, Hugh Jazz, Eldrin Oakshade, and Bone Daddy.
Real excited for Bone Daddy.
It's a lot more spacious than the old stuff.
I'm excited for the Tiefling Bard, considering.
The
Yeah.
tieflings aren't allowed because they're all papiers or whatever.
Scissors.
Scissors.
Little
I see.
Fucking bitches.
The dead one.
The dead ones. Yeah.
All right. So, Ezzy,
Getting into this, you are all
Oh.
still at the meeting spot.
We're all still in Brim's bedroom.
Yes, and right,
Oh, is
yeah,
that what happened when I died?
Yeah.
Okay.
and right now, Kestrel is showing themselves off as a generic-looking bronze dragonborn.
This was going to be funnier when I turned into you, but I actually can't do that.
see.
Wait, you have two characters? I believe you donated for two characters. There was Sari Omni and that Reborn Crusader person. Unless there's two Honests.
So anyway, the plan, my suggestion, I'm going to call it a suggestion because it is not a plan. My suggestion was this. I let you borrow the Hat of Disguise.
Yes.
You can then be in the play
Yes.
without being Brimstone,
Yes.
thus not causing an international incident.
I like this plan.
But,
Yeah,
but
honestly,
it would
'cause if
still
he
be
fucks
Brim
up-
if it looked differently, though.
Well,
Well, I'm thinking of it this way. They don't know what we look like. They know definitely what Brim looks like. So if either any of us fuck it up royally, nobody knows it was us.
See, this is true. And
Some
then-
people will know it as us.
And then, okay. So then we do the play, and then I meet up with her, and I take off the hat, and I make
you
my
give her
grand
money.
entrance. Well, no.
And
Perhaps.
you say, behold, I have become an actor. That is my impression of you.
Well,
How did you like it?
I start clapping. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
It did not sound much like Brim. It was about 12% like Brim.
That's why I'm
Oh.
clapping.
It
Well,
was too French to be Brim. I'm kidding, I don't say that last part.
What is France?
I know.
What is French?
so
Sounds like some
Kestrel,
sort of dressing. Yes.
Brim extends his hand out, sort of gesturing as he can see the hat. How do you use that thing exactly?
So you have to focus upon it when you first
Mhm.
wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm,
And this is a borrow, by the way. I want this back.
Oh
So do
yeah,
not
yeah,
lose
yes,
it,
of course,
or
of
you
course.
owe me.
Oh,
I will have Aegis put that in writing if possible.
I will start it now. Aegis pulls
And,
out a
you just-
generic
so you-
contract form and begins filling in boxes.
So you cannot become a specific person, but you can just
Okay.
become someone else.
I have
They just
an
have
idea.
they have to be roughly the same size and have the same arrangement of limbs as you do.
I see. Brim knows exactly who he's going to try and impersonate.
Oh no.
Well, again, it can't be
Well,
a
no,
specific person.
Yeah,
but-
it's not going to be a specific person, but he knows where to draw influence from.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no, indeed.
Oh yeah!
Oh boy.
So yes, that is how it works. What you said,
Hmm.
pretty convincing, huh? Castro starts removing his shirt.
Okay.
Look at that.
Also, honest, you commented this back in the day. It was during one of the first streams. I think it was the first stream. Quote, "My stupid self almost missed the stream because I thought it was 2 hours from now. Also, I remember my Crusader dying, so I'd like to ask to be reborn as either that one mod with the only black character, a shield breaker if you have one, or someone else." So that's what you said back then. That's why they are on the list. You donated $1. Anyways, getting back to the action.
Castro is showing off his new chest scales, or illusory chest scales.
Okay, is anyone in the party impressed?
Probably not.
Ezzy, you're still on the starting
Can-
soon screen.
The
well,
dragon,
there's not-
the
Yeah,
dragonborn
there's
that
not
Castro
much
chose
to
to look like is
show,
really
but I'll
buff.
go back to the overlay. Here's the ass. Here's the asses here.
Oh right.
You're a
We don't-
fool, Quinn.
Prepare yourselves for that.
I think it would be good to just show the regular screen, mostly because people might come in and for whatever reason they might just think like, oh, they're not starting yet.
Yeah. I
So
don't
instead,
know.
they should come in and see two asses.
Yes.
Then they'll know what's up. Then they'll know what's
Precisely.
up.
They'll know
Precisely.
what kind
Well,
of session
there's
this
6
is.
on the stream, so.
Ah.
Mm.
Ah.
Mm.
So, anyone impressed by the scale?
Probably not.
Aegis is not impressed by most things.
Aegis is not easily impressed.
Aegis is impressed by very strange things as the moment strikes.
Okay. So,
Aegis does not know why Kestrel is taking off his shirt.
Castro flexes.
Okay.
Aegis holds out a piece of paper and a writing utensil. You need to sign.
Oh yes, of course. Castro does not put his shirt back on and signs the paper.
Please initial here. And print your full legal name.
Of course.
Aegis picks up the paper. Ah, Stormblade.
Castro frowns.
Well, Kestrel, I do have a question for you. How involved are you with the whole production of this theater?
Well, I am currently working stage crew, which is where I believe my talents are best suited. I can talk. Like, do you want me to try to bribe the director? Because I'm not. You're paying for that, not me.
Well, There's also the topic of what productions are going on.
I believe God has decided on one. Although we could just pick a completely different one. If we
No.
wanted to
I mean,
say
if you
God.
if if you do, that's fine. I'm ready for this to go south.
Oh,
But
so
you
south.
you would have to find the script and read it. So let's not dilly dally.
Let me open this motherfucking thing just to have it. Yeah, so I believe it's. Are we just calling it Romeo and Juliet, or is it called something else?
It's called Gnomeo and Juliet.
Right.
Oh, we're actually
The-
doing
Rock it
big
out,
one that-
rockin'. There's something that's shaking. Sorry.
And just to be clear, it is literally Romeo and Juliet, the play that we know, but it is simply called Gnomeo and Juliet.
Who
Is
wrote it?
Romeo even a gnome?
You will have to find out when you start talking to everyone in the stage
We gotta
crew.
go. We have to go talk to the stage crew.
Yep. You can't. I
No.
can't just give you free information.
Get
Alright.
it, and you're pretty much God.
All
Have
right.
I not already been working there for a week?
Okay, hold on. This depends.
When
because
is this taking place? I don't remember.
this was happening. Remember, Brim didn't use almost any of their downtime.
Right. This was, I think, the start of Brim's downtime, so I
Yes,
don't think I have
exactly.
actually started work yet.
Yes, exactly. You'll still be paid for your work, but the shenanigans
Right.
that'll be going on from it will stem from this.
Right. Well, I'm working on a couple, but the big showcase piece that's coming on at the end of the the big one during the celebration of the festival that I don't remember the name of is it's called
It's
Gnomeo and Juliet.
Yeah. So it's the opening act for the festival. It'll still go on a little bit longer past that. It's like a huge multi-week celebration.
Right. There are other shows going on. I think
Oh, yeah.
Orchestra's is kind of
this is
bouncing
like-
around
this is
between
the
productions,
capital
but
of
this
the-
is the main one.
Yeah, this is the capital of the fucking whole damn country. There's multiple theaters all working. around it.
Canonically, I believe Kester was already working stage crew on Heathers, but he's also on Gnomeo and Juliet.
Yeah. This is the people are talking a lot more about
Wait.
Gnomeo and Juliet than Heathers.
Well, obviously. Now, question: Can I?
Uh-huh.
Can we instead call it Feathers, and it's an all Aarakocra cast?
Well, Aarakocra aren't exactly a thing, but it could be an
Okay.
all Tengu. It could be an all Tengu one
Okay, fucking sure. I'm okay with that.
because Tengu are
Because
coming
it's
out in a
funny.
month and a half, baby.
Yeah, so there's the one I'm working on called Feathers, although that one will probably not work because it involves a lot of flight, and it's the hat is just an illusion, so I don't think it will work.
This is true.
But the Gnomeo and Juliet seems fairly grounded, so that sounds like something you could do. I don't know. Can you
Romeo and
act?
Juliet,
You don't-
it is.
You don't have to prove it to me, but can you act?
Yeah, we did this last time. Brim knows how to
Okay.
act.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes. You rolled very
He knows
high.
how to act out of turn.
Got him.
Damn.
Sad.
All right, well, I guess I'll introduce you when I go to work today, or whatever.
Mm.
So, you now how you trying to introduce them because Brim, despite walking around and doing adventuring stuff, still attracts a bit of attention. So
Grim is still the prince of the realm.
yeah,
Well, that's gonna be the thing, right? Do we let the director in on it?
depends. That's up to y'all.
That's all right. So I guess we're having this conversation. Everybody else is off doing their jobs or whatever, probably.
For the day,
Before
yeah.
we-
This is just
We can't move away from that scene yet.
okay.
I hand the paper over to Brim. Please. Sign.
Sign the paper, Brim.
Know what this is before I unwillingly sign something.
It is the
Okay.
contract between you and Kestrel regarding one hat of disguise, which you must return promptly at Kestrel's discretion.
Oh yes, of course.
The fine, if you do not, is 1,000 gold.
Wait, what?
Brim very cautiously signs the agreement.
I'm okay with this. Don't lose my fucking hat. There'll be consequences, apparently.
Aegis produces perfect triplicates of the contract and hands one to each associate party, retaining the master copy for themselves.
Cool.
Where did they
Alright.
put it?
On our person.
No.
Aegis?
Aegis.
In a
Pocket?
In a pocket.
I got pockets.
No, you don't wear clothes.
Yeah, I have
You only wear a
bandoliers
cloak.
and I have
Okay, that's
bandoliers
fair.
and pouches
Belt,
on my
yeah.
belt.
What's the belt on? You don't have pants.
It's just around me. What do you mean? The belt's
Right,
not
can
on
t-
anything.
It's
Ezzy.
being
Loco,
it's
you
being
play
supported
Final
by that
Fantasy games. You're not allowed to
gigantic.
ask questions about belts. You know
That's-
that belts don't always have to make sense.
That's where my pouches are.
Okay.
My
let's-
belt
let's-
pouches.
Let's calm down a bit. Ava, you had a question?
Would you say that? Oh wait, no, it's still the same day. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So this is like you all are about to like head out for like your jobs and stuff. Brim, what are you doing? How are you planning on approaching this theater?
Brim's gonna dress in the most plain clothes that he can possibly find.
And they're still fancy.
They're still kind of fancy.
You got
Mhm.
embroidery on there.
So
Kestrel
Flint,
does
gonna-
just go around as a bronze dragonborn for the next hour until the spell wears off.
people giving you kind of odd looks, especially since you're hanging out mostly in the middle of the layer,
And my
which
shadow.
most Dragonborn tend to hang out in the upper layer a little bit, so that you're getting a couple odd looks.
As long as I fucking disappear right before the timer runs out, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just kind of like hop into an alley and just
Yeah,
come out.
I'll fucking roll my stealth check if you want me to, but I bet it'll be like a 20 something.
Go ahead. I'll take that bet.
Damn. I was hoping you wouldn't call me on it.
Night.
Ooh, that's not a 20 something at all.
A level 20 a level 3 challenge that doesn't make it, but the 23 does. Okay, so
Why is it such a
you're
high
in.
challenge?
Well, yeah,
Who's watching me.
well, no, it's a scaling DC.
Alright.
But the other people haven't leveled up.
Yeah,
Everyone-
these peasants aren't level 5 or whatever. 3.
Jesus, let Ezzy
We're level
talk.
3.
No.
Hey,
No.
Anyway, Brim, you've got decked out by Flint with a nice, like, plain upper plane kind of set of clothes. You still have the whole, being a dragonborn thing, though,
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
and also being one of the most recognizable dragonborn. So, I mean, you got that going on. You want to grab a cloak?
Glasses.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to grab a cloak.
Okay.
Won't do much for the tail.
You can bind. Just fucking duct tape it to your back.
Wrap it around my leg as I
That-
walk.
That'd
It's
be
not going.
that'd be
That
very
sounds like-
uncomfortable.
I feel
Yeah.
like that would break it.
Yeah.
All right, very, very, very big cloak, but my tail still kind of pokes out a little bit.
Okay.
Good.
Now, okay. So, did Kestrel give you details at all about the theater crew?
That's a great question. Did you, Kestrel?
I mean, I guess I probably told you where to go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if your plan is to meet up with me or to try to talk to the director, but
I'll probably talk to you first. We'll probably figure something out. So I'm gonna try to find you.
Okay. Roll me
Alright,
first stealth check.
Stealth
Grim?
check. Oh boy. Oh
You're probably not
boy. I have a
People with
negative
a
1
23.
to stealth. Oh boy.
You just kind of like run headfirst into the crowd and just run a bunch of people over as you're trying to make your way over
Sorry.
to
Sorry.
to the
Oopsie.
to the more artistic part of the middle layer.
The
It
gay part. Yes.
you're trampling people over. People are screaming. It's causing a bit of a ruckus.
Yeah, you want to re-roll that, buddy? You want to re-roll that so it doesn't look like the prince just created a fucking massacre?
No.
No.
He's very
Nah, it's fine.
clumsy.
Okay.
Yeah. Eventually, you kind of
That's
split
fine,
out of the
that's fine.
crowd. Like a couple people yelling at you for causing the scene, as you arrive in the more like entertainment district, and you were told to meet Kestrel outside of what is described as the Razzle Dazzle Theater.
oh, that's fun.
Hey, Okay, the Razzle Dazzle Theater. Got it.
You
yes,
can tell
I got
because
it.
it is extremely colorful. There's feathers and sparklers and fucking ribbons. There's a whole bunch of shit outside of this theater. And there's like
Definitely-
a big open entrance.
Oh boy. You got this. You got this. Okay. 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 Brim enters cautiously.
Okay. You step into the theater, and immediately you're taken back by the size of the stage, which is pretty sizable, and the rows upon rows of chairs and whatnot that are like situated for some pleasant viewing angles. You also see a cavalcade of people on the stage working. In the front, you see a few individuals looking over scripts and seeming to be doing some line reads. You also see a few people working on more like light set pieces. You hear a lot more in the back behind the curtains and everything. And then you also see on top of a makeshift like hammock / director's chair, this small gnome with
Uh-oh. Yes.
bright, colorful, orange hair. It's just like, right. Let's get a little bit more energy into it. It's gotta be a big pizzazz. They can't expect it. We've been working on this for months. And who is that I sense? And then they turn around. You. Who are you?
You.
How far away is he from Brim?
You're at like near the exit. They
Jesus
sensed you like.
Christ.
His sense
Instantly.
skill is
Then
ridiculous.
again, you rolled a 1, so well,
That's also true.
You weren't being sneaky.
You kind of just rammed your shoulders into the door on the way in.
You might as well have kicked it in.
Kestrel, you are in the back. You're being run around by one of the set designer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I'm helping with like costuming or maybe up in the rafters doing lights.
I'll
No,
say that
magic lights.
I'll say that you're doing lights. You're being run
Nice.
around by this dark-skinned elf with short curly hair. Her name is Trisna, and she works really closely with the director.
And I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. How
Okay.
do you spell that?
Trisna, Trisna.
That was close. Cool.
Okay. She's also flanked by another elf. This one is with a blonde hair, kind of a pixie cut. She's more of a choreography and costuming, and she is the what's her name? Hold on, it's in my notes. Give me a second.
No problem. I understand this feeling. My notes are large and disorganized.
Shauna. Her name is
Imagine
Shauna.
having notes.
So yeah, so you got Trisna and Shauna, two elves, different skin tones, working a lot of the backstage crew, as the director, this gnome, is confronting Brim, cloaked, and working with the other actors. A good chunk of them human. Maybe 1 or 2 half elves, a couple dwarves. Like it's a hodgepodge like usual for Orphang, but no dragonborn.
Brim decides to close the distance between him and the director as fast as possible.
As you start to run
Carefully
towards them,
stretch.
this director kind of like points towards you and goes, "Oh, you're approaching me? You're choosing to approach me here?
Stop it. No.
He won't stop it, Quinn.
I won't have my play interrupted by some petty drunk."
No. No, sir. I'm just here to
It's ma'am.
ask, ma'am.
Sorry.
Strike one.
So sorry to interrupt, but I'm looking for a friend who is on your stage
God.
crew.
A friend, is this some kind of emergency? Don't you see that we have things to be doing? Chop, chop! And
Yes,
everyone
I-
just starts going double
Yep,
time.
Kestrel begins sprinting through the rafters.
I understand that you're very busy, and I understand that the play is very it's
Why
coming up
is
very
that?
soon. And
Why is those vocal cords so familiar? Have I seen you somewhere before?
Brim tries to hide his face. No. I'm
Down
just
his hood, a drunk.
I'm just looking for my friend. You see, yes.
Well, friend, I'm also a friend of your friend, assumingly, if they are part of my stage crew. So let's find them together. What is the name of your friend?
How many quotation marks is that?
He is a half elf named Kestrel. You see.
Okay. They bring out a type of horn device and goes,
Oh.
Kestrel, can I get you to appear at the stage pronto?
Terrifying.
Kestrel leans over the railing, like directly over the two of them. It's like, I'm right here, ma'am.
Good, I missed your presence. Come down here immediately.
Okay, how high?
Jump off, jump off.
okay, do you have an average idea of how far up rafters would be?
Like
30
50
feet?
feet. We went
50?
over this when
30
we
to
did
50.
our own theater
Okay,
thing.
so
last
Yeah, I was gonna
week
say.
yes,
ago.
so about 50 feet.
Far enough that it would kill me. No thanks.
Not
I
kill
did
you. You
this
take damage
exact
though.
thing.
Kestrel goes to the stairs.
It would not like because I think you have to fall greater than 20 feet before you start taking fall damage, and I
Well,
think
it's going to be more than
It is
that.
based on every 5 feet after that, I
It
think.
would
No,
be
it's
a whack
no.
thing to just do.
it's based off every 10 feet, I believe, and
Oh.
it's like 10 flat damage.
That's not too much.
If,
Hey,
hey,
Kestrel.
if I had Aegis's feet, I would do it, but I don't.
You
Alrighty,
ancestral
so
feet.
what do you
Dead.
do? They're
I
both
run to
both
the
this
stairs
cloak-
or ladder or whatever.
Okay, you slide down the ladder, Dark Souls style, and run on over, and
What's up, boss?
the gnome dressed up in just some basic like slats and like a long neck like sweater, with again bright as
turtleneck?
hell, yeah, like a turtleneck,
But
and
longer.
having like just crazy like flexing like orange hair. It's like, oh yes, it's good to hear. We appear to have a mutual friend here, and what is your name?
Brom.
My name is Rock.
Rock. Well, it's very good to see Rock here. Well, obviously you have business together. I have something to direct, unless you need any more business from me.
We may come find you after we've had our conversation, but we don't want to keep you from your job, you know.
Okay,
Or me from mine. I'll just take 5, boss. I'll be right back.
alrighty. But it's
Uh,
triple time when you get back.
I can deal.
That's what I like to hear.
Kestrel salutes the director.
They
Whose name I
salute.
assume Kestrel knows.
They stand up on their chair and give you a double salute back.
Thanks.
I assume I know the
Godspeed!
director's name.
You know them as Mila Razzle Dazzle. They are
That's one
they are the director, producer, and playwright.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Makes sense.
All right,
Alright,
so
Brim-
Kestrel,
Brim pulls
Gum-
Kestrel aside, just out of earshot. Okay.
yes.
I need to know who is playing the role of the big one. What is it called? The one you're
The
supposed to
lead.
root for. Yes, that one.
I don't know. Do I know that? I assume.
Do you know? Have you looked over the script at all, or have you just been doing like lighting?
I mean, like I've perused it probably.
Okay, roll me a
Kestrel takes the theater very seriously. He
Roll
sees
me
this
a-
as like
theater lore
Yes.
check then.
Kestrel may not ever be an actor because his charisma is so garbage, but like he wants to be involved in the theater.
Yeah, of course. Roll me a theater lore. You know that there's two families in it. You kind of like the Montagues. Like they seemed cool.
The Montagues,
Yeah,
the Montague or Montague.
it's Montague.
I'm
it's
trying to.
it's
I'm trying to
literally
determine if you've changed it or not.
there's nothing changed except for
Got it.
Romeo's named Gnomeo now. That's it. That's
Got
the
it.
joke.
No more
That's the only
Romeo.
difference. Okay.
I see. Yeah,
Um,
then the main family is the Montagues. Gnomeo is the main guy. I don't know who's playing him. I just sort of like started. I'm bouncing back and forth between like 4 productions.
I see. This Gnomeo, we must find his actor.
And eliminate him.
And do what?
Well, analyze them, get to know them, possibly convince, and he makes like air quotes, convince them to
Oh my god.
The gang murders an actor.
no, not murder, just we'll
Hashtag
see.
never let
Kill.
agents know.
Incapacitate.
Could you contact the director?
Oh,
Or was that a good idea?
hello.
I mean, she's standing like 10 feet away.
Hello. Yes, I have a question. You see,
Ah, yes. How can I help?
this wonderful production. I believe it's called Gnomeo, and
How did you know that? No one's supposed to be talking about this production.
Well, you see,
This is my
I-
magnum opus. This is my wee little baby child. See? And they just bring up like a fucking cradle with like the script in it.
Tucked in.
Excellent.
It has its cover letter right there, just like Romeo and Juliet by Mila Razzle-Dazzle.
You see, I'm a connoisseur of the
Kestrel
theater
whispers
and
in
the arts.
Kestrel whispers in Brim's ear. This is my job. Do not fuck this up for me.
Are you perhaps from an agency?
Yes.
Are you? Oh my gosh, this might be it. Are you the Gnomeo we've been looking for?
Oh, there's no. Oh,
We've been waiting for a casting from the Papier Agency for ages.
Yes, I am from the Papier family. That is definitely me. Yes.
No, the family itself. They gave us a papier.
No. You misunderstand. I misspoke. I'm so sorry. I'm from them, as in they have handpicked me. I am the best, you see.
Ah, the best. We got the best actor of the Papier Agency. You hear that, everyone? And they all just gasp and just
Kestrel also gasps dramatically.
Ah, everyone's doing such a good job. Thank you, everyone. But you haven't revealed yourself yet. Are you saving yourself as a surprise?
You see, I
hope you all appreciate how Kestrel's not helping with this lie at all.
You see, and he sort of leans closer. I'm kind of famous from a couple other places, paparazzi and all that.
Ooh, I love that play.
Yes. Yeah.
Paparazzi or famous?
Both.
Yes, I wouldn't want to crowd your theater when you're doing such busy work, you see.
Well, we need to have the rehearsals. You
Well,
like,
yes, of course, but you can trust me. I will,
You can trust me to just know the play, right?
I will...
well, we're going to
wrong.
have to at least start a rehearsal starting tomorrow. So
Oh,
if
yes,
you can
yes, of course, of course.
if you can get yourself all freshened up and everything for that, we will be waiting here in anticipation.
Do you want us to get the? Do you want me to get like a copy of
for
the
it.
script for them to read?
She's still
over, or-
puckering her lips
Wait
like
for it,
she's
wait
about to
for
say
it.
patient.
Patient?
Wait for it.
Just say it. Say it.
Castro begins like edging away back towards. Book.
Please.
Patient. Okay, so
Thank
I need you here at 8 o'clock on the dot, and we will start
Yes.
rehearsing. It will probably be about a 12-hour day, but obviously we'll have you freshened up every couple of hours. Make sure you have your nice lunch. Make sure we accommodate our actors here. Of course, it's a long day, it's a long process.
Yes. I'm quite familiar with the theatine and the all the stages and such. Yes.
Yes.
So
Well,
stupid.
do you madam, do you perhaps have a script on hand for me?
Oh, of course. And she just takes the script out from the cradle and gets into you.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, it's greatly
I
appreciated.
always have an extra copy on hand.
Very, very productive you are.
Don't spread it around. Or,
Oh, or your what?
I will send a very stern letter to the papier agency.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't dream of it. I take very, I take this very seriously. You
Of
see.
course, that's what all professionals are meant to do. So we will meet you back here, Castro.
Yes.
Alrighty, well, you will be our main contact with the actor until he's finally ready. We're also still waiting on that
Okay.
Juliet.
Hmm.
I'm still working on the script.
Absolutely not.
Oh yes, I see where it's happening here.
But we will convene later. Cash, and once your good friend is out of here, triple time. Gotta get those lights all nice and presented for scene 2.
Yes,
That
boss.
balcony, that balcony scene needs to be lit from the bottom up.
You got it.
Terrible lighting.
Shut up. You
Alrighty.
don't know theater. Get out of here.
I bid you adieu. And I'll
Adieu,
see you
adieu.
tomorrow at 8.
On the dot.
Castro goes
Brim.
back to work at sprinting speeds.
Already.
Brim takes his leave.
Already. Now, before you do, Castro, do you give them the hat?
Oh yeah, Castro can I can I just shove it in his robes as he's walking away?
Just like as Mila turns around and starts getting another script out to put in the cradle, you just shove the fucking hat into the robe and be like, go.
Get out.
All right, this is much more interesting. Oh goodness.
And now you start reading the script. It is
yes.
it's a general script about 2 warring families, and in mentioning oftentimes star-crossed lovers, destined to end in tragedy.
This is strangely appropriate.
Yes. So you start reading
Thematic
on.
stuff, may call
You
it.
find yourself relating a lot to Gnomeo and how the rival families just won't stop getting in your way. You also find the romantic tension between Gnomeo and Juliet palpable to your personal experiences with those who you were not mentioned. This is a pretty good script. You get to the end and you're kind of a bit worried. With like the whole dying thing. But it's probably not a
It's
just a story. It's just a story. It's an old story at that, probably.
probably.
It's literally not. It's literally just been invented as being put on for the first time.
But Brim does not know this.
Brim is alluding to a story as old as time, being his own personal experiences of family versus the actual adaptation of Gnomeo and Juliet.
Right, yes.
Juliet. Brim looks at the hat. He looks at the script.
Oh god.
Is there a note anywhere involved, like at the very front, where it talks about like what these actors should look like or what they should be? I imagine Gnomeo is probably intended to be a gnome.
Specifically, it is meant. It is reading as Gnomeo is a human sized character. Would be good to have as a dragonborn, but probably not gonna happen. It says in parentheses. We'll probably have to make costume adjustments for that. Juliet is described as like a slender elf maiden.
Let's go.
Shut up.
Okay. I am going to what is it? In the morning I have to attune to it? Or
It is
okay.
part of your daily preparation. So whenever you're like, with clerics, you're praying to God and getting like your spells ready and everything. So like as you're doing that, you're also attuning to any magical items that have the invested trait. So you're like, oh, praise Apsu. Oh, hey, just get attuned to this hat. Okay,
Hat
done.
time.
Hat time.
all right. Now what to pick?
You
A
could just
tall
be another
gnome would
color
look kind of
dragonborn.
freakish. Brim thinks light bulb. He puts on the hat and he changes. He sort of just kind of becomes a silver dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you took some inspiration from your mother.
Mummy.
Mama.
Ooh.
I mean, we don't know that. I can't make fun of Kestrel or Brim for that. I don't know his mom.
His horns are like slightly different, but like overall he looks relatively the same. Maybe at a glance you'd be like, oh, that's someone completely different. But yeah, the
Certainly,
major-
you seem to have much more of a slender form.
yes,
Like it seems like there's a lot less spikes involved. It's much more of a slender, almost snake-like kind of form to it. But you got some piercing green eyes and some really stubby small horns. They're maybe not the most masculine feature, but you feel like this might work better in a theater context.
This will be fine. Brim heads to Razzle Dazzle.
Okay, so you start making your way. You get like so many looks. Like no one has seen a
Strutting
gorgeous.
down the street.
Now, are you wearing plain clothes again, or have you decked out a little bit more?
Not as plain, but not like obvious. Like I'm a noble.
Okay.
He wants to make a grand entry.
You got some like fashion designed stuff. You got like the latest like Levi's on, hugging.
He's wearing a Supreme T-shirt.
No, we're not doing that. So you arrive, and once again the director is kind of like just kind of looking over everyone, like doing their line reads. People are starting to get into the first parts of their costume, bits of the stage are being kind of rolled out. And once again, Mila is like, "Up! I think we have our star ride here."
What?
The papiers do not disappoint. I was almost just kidding about that Dragonborn detail, but they didn't? How in the
Yes.
good God did they?
An
Rock?
actor never reveals their secrets.
Oh, who knows they do not? Oh, Rock, you're about to rock my production. Good. Woo!
That doesn't sound
Alrighty.
right.
Alright.
Phrasing.
Yes, phrasing is he.
Woo-wee. Well,
Zooey mama.
have you gone over the script? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh,
I
that-
absolutely adore it.
Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, we will need to get you up in costume. I do have to ask, do you have any actor friends among your entourage? Do you happen to know? Kestrel obviously is backstage production material. Let's not hurt their feelings, you know. But I would like if you have like
I'm
maybe.
not as the rest of my friends. It's fine.
Oh no, you're absolutely attractive. I'm just saying you just don't have a stage presence yet. You're like
Yeah.
aged old milk at a bar, and it's okay. You have a nice kissable face, but that doesn't mean that you'll be able to put on a good play, you know.
Kestrel sadly continues adjusting a lighting fixture.
Good. They know how to they know how to take criticism. Anyways, do you have any associates who might be able to fill in a couple more roles? I'm just really am looking forward to a Juliet if possible. I know Miss Bechet is too busy with her productions and the festival and everything, and I love those festivals. Have you seen the last event? Oh, it was just a parade. It was so fantastic. I can't wait for her to come up with something new. Anyways, we need a couple more things, you know. We need the best friend of Romeo. I forget his name. I think it's Benvolio.
What?
Mm.
It's Mercutio, is it not?
It-
Or are you changing the name?
No, I'm
It's
confusing it.
Mercutio.
It's
Okay.
okay, cool. So it's that. So keep that. Correct me for anything. I barely remember Romeo and Juliet. So,
It's okay, me neither.
and then we need a Juliet, obviously, and then we
Oh
need
yes.
we need maybe a Paris. Like I like the pairs we have right now, but that's just not the same. And also, like, obviously we need like maybe some impromptu actors, something to just spice up the stage, you know. Rock?
I know a few people.
If you could bring them around tomorrow. Well, okay.
Oh yes.
Well, yeah, bring them around tomorrow. Obviously we won't keep them that long. We don't want them to be starved from their jobs and everything. But I do want them to come by during the night crew if possible, and get a few things here and there, if at all possible. So yeah, let's go on and put you to work. Alrighty, Trisna. Ready? Choreography and costume design as always. Let's go on and get them fitted up and ready for the first scene, and we'll fade to black from there and proceed for your 2 weeks that you're going to be doing this. You have to roll definitely a performance check. You don't really earn any income per se for this, but that's mostly because of they assume they already paid for you due to the papier agency getting the money and then splitting it off through their businesses. So you just don't really get much, but you do. Mila is a very eccentric director, and you can
Tough but
almost
fair.
you can yeah, tough but fair. But like every time that you screw up, or every time she thinks that you did a very good job, her fucking hair just lights up like it's on fire. It's like it's memorizing.
Gnomes are cool.
Gnomes are cool as shit. So they work you for like the next 2 weeks trying to perfect the craft. But before we skip ahead, the next day of this meeting, everyone gathers around on the tables, and Brim, I'm going to guess that after about an hour of this thing about to expire, you're like, oh, that's enough for me. I'm a very busy. I have like 10 productions to do. So I will see myself out. Rock will be there for the next day, and just kind of repeat that over and over again per day. Only getting an hour in of practice.
He's a professional, handpicked by the Papiers. Why would he ever need more than an hour?
Exactly. But it's day 3 now of this overall 2-week period, and you're about to head out before you stop everyone for the morning meeting before everyone heads out for their job. And what do you do?
Kestrel has adorned a pair of glasses that don't have any lenses and is poring over the script, muttering to himself.
What's that?
Paper.
Paper?
It's none of these standardized contracts and or write-up reports recognized by the city.
Wild.
Guys, I need to ask you something. For your old buddy Brim, your old
What'd you do this
pal.
time?
Well, you see,
I will not help you break the law if that's where this is going.
No. This will be fun, Aegis. Very fun, you see. You see,
like playing pranks with Chester.
No. Well, that caught me off guard. Sort of. Well, you see, I've been speaking to the director, and she stated to me that we need a few more actors on stage, and I wanted to know if you all would like to come with me, and Kestrel, obviously, and
Yeah, I work
perhaps see.
Kestrel seems
So
extremely
bitter.
tired.
He's very tired and bitter.
You've been like sipping on coffee, and like they run you really ragged for this.
Kestrel's been busting ass.
Mm-hmm. Like you've killed fucking snake zombies, and you've killed kobolds, and you killed a fucking dragon. But like, man, theater work doesn't get any easier.
Nah, fam. You don't level up from theater work.
No.
So, if you all would accompany Kestrel and I, we could, it doesn't have to be all day. We can, like, spend an hour. I don't want to keep you guys from your jobs and whatnot. How does that sound?
I do not fully understand the question, but sure.
Well, thank you, Aegis. Dipped?
What? I don't know what I could do.
Well, they're not looking for, like, everybody needs to be a star. You could, well, I don't
hope not.
know. What was the word they used? Impromptu actors? You could be one of those. I'm not sure exactly what.
Improvisational.
Sure, yes.
Let me break out my latest stand-up routine.
Oh god.
It's all about water and the aqueduct.
Aqueduct 10. Abridged.
Now,
You heard of
Hold on.
Aqueduct 8?
We got a donation. Hold on a second. We got a donation from Exile. Said, I'm tired, but let's name an NPC. Why not name an NPC Hubert Ackerman for that double reference? Albert Ackerman? Oh, I guess
Ackerman.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's a
Albert's one of the guild members.
Mhm.
He's very good.
Okay. So we'll put that on the list. Alrighty.
Thank you
So-
for donating.
Thank you for donating. Okay, so
Thank you.
so you got
How
you got
I
Dick
got
on board, kind of. You
yeah,
got
Aegis
Aegis on
is
board.
on board. Brim turns his head to Requiem. What about you?
Huh? What? What's going on? I wasn't listening.
You'll be paid.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Let's
Destro doesn't even know if that's true.
Wait, am I gonna be paid?
It's probably not.
Hold on.
Alright,
Can I get a little bit of context before anything else, please?
You may or may not be paid. Who knows? Let's go.
Well,
And
Requiems have an open mind. Let's go.
okay, you all start making your way downtown. Have you switched over your appearance yet, or are you gonna wait till you get to the building before you do that?
I'm gonna wait till I get to the building, sort of slip into a hidden area, and then put it on like right as we go in.
Okay. And as you four start to into the building, you see like Brim duck out into an alley, and then a few minutes later, this like really slender, like silky looking silver dragonborn starts to step out and be like, "And what do you how do you feel about that?"
Hello, I am Aegis. I extend a hand.
So,
Hello, Aegis, I am Rock.
Hello, Rock. Did you see our friend Brim walk past you? They just went
Wow.
into that same alleyway.
Why, yes, I did. You see, Aegis, I am Brim.
Aegis powers off.
It's having a crisis.
well, don't know how to fix that. What with the
Aegis powers back
You-
on.
skin?
Hello,
Well,
I am Aegis.
hello, Aegis.
It's part of the ruse.
I have
You see,
managed to reconcile this discrepancy. Please
You
do
see-
not change into a different third person.
oh, I shan't. Don't worry. But you see, if I myself, as Brimstone, were to appear in a play that's managed by the Papier family, that would cause obviously some political distress. So the only
But political
solution...
distress is not illegal, so it's fine.
Yes, but not for me personally, Aegis, you see. But disguising myself completely avoids any political distress, and...
You're lying about who you are?
That's illegal.
Well, no, Aegis. I'm Aegis,
Acting.
Aegis, you must understand. Yes, I'm acting.
Oh.
Yes. Now, Aegis, do you want to be an actor?
Not really.
Ah. Well, we'll see what you can do.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you start walking into the theater, and you once again.
A resplendent offering.
Hold on, we got another donation.
We got another donation.
Oh.
$77 from Dusty. The donation bar was looking a bit
Oh,
empty. I thought I
Dusty.
filled it. Don't worry about it. No particular preference or an NPC or hero point. Then I guess all those hero points go to me.
Damn it.
Well,
At this point, it doesn't even matter anymore, does it?
Hello, Dusty. We miss you. Come back.
we
Hello,
do miss you.
Dusto.
When
Love.
you don't know then,
So-
I guess.
Hey, what?
So we are gonna be that's 6. That's 3. 69. 369. Hell yeah!
Nice.
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 369. Damn, that's fine.
We love you, Dusty.
Watch it
Seriously-
one more
seriously,
time. Let's
though.
go. Get low,
Yep,
get
that-
low,
that
get
was
low,
the
get low,
bastard.
get low. To the window to the
window!
wall.
To the wall!
Seriously though, Dusty, thank you so much.
Thank you for that, bud. Really appreciate it.
Hope you're doing
Um,
well.
Hope you're doing fantastic. So, we're getting up to this. You all start to like, and once again, same thing as like before. More people are getting like dressed and everything. They're trying to get some of the sessions moving on earlier, when Mila dramatically points like, "Who goes? Oh, Rock, you're here! And who are these? Oh, these characters! Who? Oh, I know you, Castro. You can go in the back.
Yeah,
But
go.
look
No.
at these three! Oh,
I'll get
I'm
to work,
so
boss.
you better.
I look at Brim, who is now Rock, and I went, I thought this meant killing something.
You should've
Dreadfully
missed
mistaken.
You can kill a performance, yells Kestrel from above.
Not helping!
Well, let's
Hello, I am Aegis. I extend
Ah,
my hand.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Aegis. I'm sure, like, do one of you own this construct? They seem so playful.
He owns himself.
Oh, that's such an interesting concept. Thank you for bringing this wonderful being in here. What you would like to do here at the theater?
I do not know. I look at Rock.
You see, he doesn't really understand all of the constructs that go into acting and stage production.
A learner.
sort of need to guide
love. I
Yes,
love when
yes,
they
I know.
learn. Oh, okay. Tris. No, not Trisna. s- Ooh, this is the second time.
Or my billion stage.
Shauna. Yes. You still need a little bit help in the back, right? Yes, I've been it's just been mostly me, Kestrel, and a couple other people. We really need some help. Well, I think I found someone with infinite energy who would be able to help you with your tasks. Do you like running around, Aegis?
Aegis' eyes visibly brighten, like just in intensity. I do.
We got another
Their
donation.
legs begin to like steam.
Exile donated $60. This is likely a poor decision making, but I'm too tired to care. Hero points distributed to the players as they see fit, aka not the DM. Well, I'm the GM, so that's gonna be pickings for me. Okay, no. That's
yeah.
that-
Fuck yourself.
that's going to be at least 10 for each plus a leftover 10.
146.
that does
Who's
not
got the
need to go to
lowest?
me.
You didn't go over the hero point count at the beginning.
Yeah, let's go.
Leftover 10 would be a leftover 10 would be an additional 2 per person. Yes.
Yeah, that's how math works.
No,
Math
so
doesn't
12.
work.
no, that's stupid. Shut up.
Got him.
So that's 12 each. So everyone gets 12.
Cool.
Well, we should still go.
I just
over
want
the
to point
math
out this is
hero
the
points,
first time I've opened my character sheet this entire session.
Well, yeah, it's been mostly
man.
role playing, so it's fine.
I know, I
Um,
love it.
Hooray.
Top of the order, Brim has 633 hero points, with 7
Oh,
going
God.
exclusively to Snickers. Then we have Kestrel, who, as soon as the page loads, has 110. We have Dipped with 148.
Hey.
We have Requiems with 92.
Yay.
And then we have Aegis with 225 plus 1 exclusively for Chester.
The Chester point.
The Chester point.
Bless you.
So we're all slated here. So your eyes light up, and Mila likes says, "Ooh, all right, put them to work." Like, all right, what's your name?
Hello, I am Aegis. I extend my hand to shake.
She just kind of pulls back her hand because of her like long nails. Like, we'll shake later. Anyways,
Okay.
Castro. Hold on.
Yes.
Castro, can you direct our new backstage person to an appropriate position?
Sure thing. I could use some help with some lights up here if you want to join the Aegis. The ladder's that way.
I dead sprint to the ladder.
Alrighty. Safety on set, please. We have to follow, regulations and everything.
Regulations. I go as fast as regulations allow.
Which is
It is
surprisingly not that much slower than what you were doing. So,
It's within regulation.
then the gnome turns to Dip like, "Ooh, what is your hair made? Oh, ooh, so You know what? I have an idea. This will be our improvised portion. I want a bush in every scene. I want I want a shrub in every single scene. I want it almost as a centerpiece, the golden ratio of our staging. And you can visibly hear like Shauna and Trizna just going, "Oh, we just set everything up. Fuck!
You
I have
also
to make
hear
a
Kestrel groan from Hunter as he now has to fix all of the lighting.
All right, we will put you in a nice, realistic shrub, and we will be next to all the key plays here. We'll also here's a script. In case any of them, for whatever unprofessional reason, forget their lines, you can feed them those lines, and it will be drawing the attention over to you because you're the perfect shrub.
Ah. I see.
All right, get over there and let them do your measurements. And you can kind of see like a couple of the stagehands kind of scoop you up and then just kind of bring you over to the dressing area, which you're starting to see people start to like, how the fuck do you make synthesized like leaves? What? We're not going out to we're in a desert plateau. Where are we gonna get trees at this hour? Fuck! But, and then someone's like, no, not a tree, you idiot, shrub! We just have to go to the garden section of the Wamlarts and see what they got. Fuck! And they
now,
go there.
now, Mrs. Director, this is
you. And she literally just kind of hops over and starts dragging her hands down your legs. When she's like, you, and they start climbing you. and start like, do you have any chest hair on your person?
I would assume yes.
You start feeling a bit of that being pulled as she's climbing up, and then she reaches over to your head and looks you and grabs you by your face and looks you straight in the eye, like, "Hi, Juliet."
I am going to fucking kill you, Ezzy.
Perfection.
Juliet. Have missed the planning.
I would have sworn I would have had Mache if I could have her, but you are perfect. The defined muscle tones, that perfectly chiseled chin, the really fucked up looking arm. We'll figure something out about it. But this is perfect. This is like if we had Hugh Jackman. He's a real person in this game now, as a key player, with the personality of Paul Rudd. This is perfect. I must see you in a dress right now. Come. And she starts like pulling your hair and trying to like drag you over to the dressing area.
Ezzy?
Yep.
Is there something that Fran has drawn that relates to this?
Not for this.
Okay, good. Okay.
But Fran.
No!
Fran,
No!
I need to wake you up.
Quinn, you bring this on yourself every week, and you
no,
always
I thought-
complain
okay,
about
listen,
You always ask the leading
fucking
questions.
listen for once. I thought that, we're waiting on an art piece. I thought, okay, there's something weird about this. Then everything is like, oh, they want him to play Juliet, and I thought it was gonna be Wreck in a dress.
I mean,
that is what it is.
A la Cloud Strife.
Just like Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy.
Fantasy.
For the Final Fantasy.
I actually just got lightheaded from that range. Holy fuck.
Rock leans into Requiem's ear before he is sent off by the director, and he says, "Welcome to the family, son."
I don't consent to this. I do not.
That's too bad. Welcome.
Well, at what point do you not consent? Because you don't really know what you're getting yourself into until she whips out the dress.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, all I know is I have a gnome currently climbing my body and holding my face. I want to grab them by the back of the collar and hold them up and go, "What are you talking about?"
You will be the co-star of this play.
Why?
What? Because you're perfect for it. You were born for this role. This is my magnum opus. You will be the perfect Juliet.
Please tell me Juliet's a man.
Oh.
I mean, they could be. I can make some script adjustments, but I was really thinking an elven woman.
What?
Your physical features would be able to draw in the crowd. All we would need to do is some fake ears and a nice dress, and nobody could tell the difference.
He's always got the biggest boobs, so it's fine.
Oh, those voluptuous titties would bring in the men.
I need a moment to process this out of character.
We don't have time for processing. We gotta get you in the dress right now. We gotta get to
I didn't
rehearsing.
say this out loud. Fuck off.
Go.
Just.
Wreck in a dress. Wreck in a
In a
dress.
dress.
Wreck in a dress.
I look up at him and go,
Her.
and just go, do I get paid?
I will pay. Like, what? You know what? What is your price?
50 gold.
50 gold. That is hard to come up with.
Right, but remember, you also got this spectacular person, and he found me.
That is true. Okay. Will I be sending the 50 gold to the Papier Agency?
I am actually not with an agency, so this would go to me.
This wouldn't be very union friendly. But do I want to risk it for the biscuit? Roll me a diplomacy check.
Just don't put it on paper.
Just here, don't let him hear it.
How bad do you want that 50 gold?
If I'm being whored out, I'm gonna get my money.
What?
You're not being whored out.
I am being forced to wear a dress and be Juliet.
That's
for playing.
completely
Whored
different.
out.
No one's boning you on the stage, Quinn.
Not yet.
Yet.
I don't even think they ever.
What's sexy in this, right?
What happened to your microphone? No,
I don't even think.
Quinn, they die. I don't know if
I
you've
don't even-
seen Romeo
I'm
and Juliet,
pretty
but
sure-
they die.
Oh no!
I'm
I
pretty sure
know.
they never actually kiss. I think they both die first.
Well, yeah, because if they kiss,
They-
die.
I believe they do kiss though. At when they first
That's
meet,
Charlotte.
isn't it?
They kiss a few times, but at first she's kind of like ew, and then
Ew,
she's
boy.
kind of into
A
it.
25. Just like
I am using
I will-
that same one.
okay, all right. I can give you half now, and if the play is successful, I will forward you 25 later.
That is acceptable.
Alrighty.
I death stare at Brim and go, or no, well, currently is Rock, and I just go,
Rock.
Are okay. Yeah. Or are
if
okay.
we're not even after this,
Let's get the spelling down for Rock. Is it ROK, ROC, or ROQ?
It is ROK.
Ah, coward.
I look at Rock, who is Brim disguised. I look at him and I look at him and go, after this is all done, are we cool?
Oh, we'll see.
Shut up.
No, I need.
Depends how good of a Juliet you are, my sweet. And then he leaves.
Yes,
Urge.
yes, let's go on and get to practice. I need you in a dress,
don't.
like, right now.
Urge to murder intensifies.
And this is where we introduce the sanity meter feature.
Quinn and Vern get into a fist fight.
Like you can see, like I'm still holding her, by the way. I'm just have like a 1,000-yard stare, just trying to process everything that's happening.
She's just kind of, she's just memorized, like she's kind of like, running up against your arm now, just like fascinated by you.
Castro
So?
feels a little bit jealous that he didn't get to be Juliet.
Oh.
I slowly put the gnome down and go, all right, just let me,
All right, let's get those clothes off and and you start getting
Take it to the
fitted.
dressing room,
They
please.
find
We can't do this on the floor again.
right. We can't have onlookers. Come to the dressing room. Let's get this done properly. And
I was doing this nowhere other than the dressing room.
So you
I
get
want to
fitted.
see Requiem's cock.
he walks away. It's swinging from side to side.
Oh wow, why is it so
You
small?
get to the dressing room. You hear some wolf whistles as you start to get undressed, and we'll fade you back there as everybody roll me performance checks except for Aegis and Kestrel. And the limit is going to be 1 for any performance checks. So
Nice.
19, 9, not looking good. They-
I'm gonna use a hero
Because
point.
I have one.
I'm gonna use another hero point. Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna use
That's 2 hero points.
2,
I said nope.
3.
Okay.
Oh, whatever.
Well,
I
hero
can't roll
point?
more than
I'll
3.
give you the
so it's good.
13. I'll give you the 13.
Yeah, because I can't do that one anyway. So that was
So
that'd be
you managed to get like some like green moss to form into a big ball and fit you inside it, and then you kind of hold up a couple like tree branches. Landlord was fast to fix this up for you. He'll probably make something better later. So and as they say, they are lighting you up like nice soft lighting. The shadows are like perfectly distant, and you're in the center of the stage like constantly. You have like a branch in one hand and like the fucking script underneath the costume, and you're kind of like looking at it with the other. As for Brim, you're getting better with the 15. You're starting to read your lines. You haven't quite memorized the more romantic portions, but you're getting there. The 19, they were right. Juliet, you were perfect for this role. You have like a very subtle like way of like going against Romeo's advances. It's like no, it's not. It's not quite like that. Like you can kind of see the shit eating grin that Rock is giving you every so often. Like no, I'm.
No, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, please. And this extends for about an hour before everyone has to disperse except for Kestrel. And like every time they disperse, Milo's like, "Ooh, if only I could have had them just a wee longer. But this will be worth it. These are professionals from the Papier Agency. This performance will be great. All right, let's get our stand-ins for the rest of the setting and everything. Chop, chop." And the weeks travel by. Week 1 gets to about there. Kestrel and Aegis, to see how you do with the staging and everything, can I have you roll theater lore for Kestrel? And which would you prefer, athletics or acrobatics, Josh?
Acrobatics.
Okay. So, okay. You both critically succeed. Can you describe to me what you're both doing?
I'll be right back, guys.
Whatever is asked of me at lightning speed.
Yeah, Kestrel has needed Aegis' help a little bit just because like having to fucking rearrange the entire stage so that there's a shrub in the middle of it has completely fucked up all of the lighting. So Kestrel has since everybody else is working on costumes and shit, Kestrel has taken it upon himself to single-handedly fix every light in the goddamn theater. Having Aegis just stand on the stage in between running back and forth doing his stuff so he can get the positions right.
And it's very just
It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's incredibly.
He's got shaders, he's got hot lights, he's got cold lights. Those are different
They are
light temperatures. They're all hot, but
yeah, I know
colors.
I know what what color temperatures are. You got CTO, you got CTB, you got all kinds of light reflectors and shit. top of the notch stuff.
Top of the fucking line.
Very good. I'm very, very happy about
And meanwhile, I assume Aegis is just, since we're so short-handed, like fucking booking back and forth from task to task from the two managers.
that. Mm-hmm.
With ceaseless robotic precision.
Well,
It's tasty.
It's very
You did
good.
a good job.
So you did a fantastic job, and it's getting close to.
If anything fails on this play thing, it's not going to be the setting.
It's not. It's
It's
getting.
not going to be the set. It's not going to be the costumes.
So it's getting into week 2. You all start doing more of your meetups and everything. And like Grim, you know that Maché is coming back within a week, and the festival is going to start popping off like crazy. So how are you feeling right now?
Butterflies. He's nervous, real nervous.
Real nervous?
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Very good.
His palms are sweaty, his knees are weak, you know. Arms spaghetti. There's spaghetti on his shirt already. Mom's spaghetti.
Very
But on
good.
the surface, he looks calm spaghetti.
Go drop bombs, but he keeps on spaghetti. What he wrote down, the whole crowd goes spaghetti.
One night, or one day when they're performing and doing rehearsals, the second that he leaves, he just vomits in an alleyway and just kind of does not feel great.
Shouldn't have eaten that
Oh,
spaghetti.
there goes spaghetti.
Oh, oh no, my spaghetti.
Aegis just kind
I
of
paid so
saw.
much money for that.
He got food poisoning from Mama Pastas.
Oh no.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Absolutely
Impossible.
impossible. Okay. So what happened as the week go by?
So okay. Everyone needs to roll their performance checks plus the theater and the acrobatic. Less good than last time, but still okay.
Still a success. I'll take it.
Still good.
I have to roll
Grim,
again.
Grim, you're starting to pick it up pretty well. Yes, one more. Less success this time.
How many rerolls do I get with that?
3 max, I'm gonna say. You are the perfect
Literally
Juliet.
the highest you could possibly roll.
You are the perfect Juliet. And Dipped, once again, you are just standing there as a shrub. You got a better costume on this time, but
I'm standing here holding some branches in my hands. You know, I
Yeah.
could just turn around, right? Back of my head's a plant.
no, we
like-
must have the eyes of the actor.
Oh,
Never face your back to the audience.
wild.
That's actually good blocking advice.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
Well, think yourself as a box.
I'm more
He just
like.
powers off.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty, and the next week passes by, and it's getting close to showtime. It's getting close to the day 1 opening of this Gnomeo and Juliet, where this dragonborn named Gnomeo and this buff elven woman named Juliet will have their love end in tragedy.
What a show.
Fuck you.
No.
Oh, I can't wait.
50
what?
gold's a lot. I think 50 gold is more than any of us have ever gotten at once.
Oh yeah, it's an absolute
At once,
shitload.
yeah.
I saved up since the start of the game and had 50 gold.
Also wildly out of balance from the fucking treasure balancing.
I
field.
was waiting for you to put the kibosh on the Ezzy, and then you just kind of didn't.
Yeah,
No, it's great. Shut up.
So-
You're putting me in a dress. You're forcing me to help up Brim. I got dragged here and molested by a gnome.
You didn't
Goddamn
listen
right.
to the conversation. This is your fault.
He
Yeah.
also didn't do a good job of explaining what he asked.
No, it's his fault. Don't listen to that one. Don't listen to that half elf. They're friends.
It's his fault for not having better friends.
I'm a great friend. What are you talking about?
Dare you not have good friends?
That seems
So-
like a character flaw.
So it becomes like the night of the night before the first performance. And what do you all do in your last like little evening meeting before you go into this?
Kestrel's fucking like head down on the table, exhausted.
So I pat his back.
All right.
Gives you a weak thumbs up.
No.
All right. What about the other three of you?
Aegis is the same.
Just
You're
standing
just
there.
This is just a thing Aegis does now sometimes.
I'm still holding the branches for some reason.
Are you still holding the script in the other hand?
What's poison mean? Why would they drink poison? This makes no sense.
It's complex.
Okay,
You know.
Jan.
Where's Jan?
That's a different. Who's Jan?
Who is Jan?
Oh, see, here on page 55, Jan exits screen. I don't think she ever says anything.
I see. I think. Did you write that in yourself?
It's
I
just
don't
like
remember that.
it's like fucking water paint, like watercolor paint on it.
It's in like it's in a different font somehow.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
an impact font.
yeah, it's an impact font. Like you stamped it down by like, okay, there you go.
Jan leaves.
I don't know who that is, but it's in the script.
Alrighty, and what about Quinn? How have you been taking this for the past 2 weeks?
Nobody knows
Even-
this, but Rek has extreme stage fright.
Oh, the baby. I empathize
it.
with that.
I get it.
It's fair. It's fair.
Well, you might have
You have a
stage fright, but you've
monologue in
been
front of a
rocking
full
it.
crowd.
Oh, I'm not saying the nervous energy doesn't turn into perfection. I'm just saying that it's like, Jesus Christ. He's sitting there, before every performance, he's like, Jesus goddamn Christ, what the fuck are we gonna do? Oh my god, okay, I just got the lines and everything. And then once he passes the stage, stone face. Perfect.
That's literally exactly
But
how
in
my
the back, he's
theater
having a
experience went.
mental breakdown every time he's off scene. When he's on stage, he's good.
Literally exactly how I acted in the play I was in.
Brim starts poking his fingers together. I wanted to tell you guys something. I mean, you didn't have to, help me out with this. It's pretty cool of you, I guess what I'm trying to say is thanks.
You are welcome.
Kestrel lazily puts a hand on like your upper arm because you're too tall.
I try to remember the last time I heard him say that word.
Oh.
Kestrel does this and he's like, I didn't do this for you, it's for my career.
That's fair.
But you're welcome.
I didn't
Still,
do this
nonetheless,
for
thank
you. I
you.
did this for my career.
And to be fair, Requiem's did it for 50 gold.
Yeah, I go up to Brim, I put my hand on his shoulder, going, we're church buddies. But honestly, if it wasn't for the money, I would never be on stage in this dress.
The absurd amount
But
of money.
I guess the perk of helping you is a bonus.
Wealth, fabulous wealth.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, let's go get you laid. And I walk away.
What? No.
Hey.
I walk away, not saying anything, just do finger guns.
Hey.
At least now when Requiem's gives away all of his money, he'll have money to do that with.
That's true.
Yes.
Like what happened to all of his money beforehand.
Oh, so I got paid in advance. That means, I have 25 gold. I'll go add
do.
that to my thing right now.
You have
You do.
25 gold.
I can buy my own food.
You have been fabulously broke, probably because like you're just like, wait, here, take money.
Yeah, to get us out of
then you-
situations so we didn't
and then
murder
you gave-
orphans.
The one
Sure.
time you gave me all your money because I got mad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't have gotten mad then.
Ever pay off your friends when they
I sh-
get mad at
I
you?
should have gotten
I
mad. I
know.
got money out of it.
If I became a loan shark to my friends, I'd be unstoppable. Good lord. It's like, yeah, I'll pay you 1 gold to fuck off, but give me 2 tomorrow.
That is against the
No.
regulations of how much interest you can charge on a daily basis.
Is it?
It is in
Do
Do you,
Orphan.
wait,
That's
hold
pretty
on.
dope.
Do you know the interest rate for loans in this game?
Aegis does.
Ozzy might not,
that's-
but
I
Aegis does.
no. What the thing is, I had a specific like monthly interest rate for the loan. If y'all were going to get the loan, for
The loan that we
fucking-
never did.
Yeah, if you got the loan that it never did. But I just looked up like average loan amounts. And I'm like, okay, this seems about fair for a monthly amount. So I would have to go finding like session like what 12 or 11 for that.
It's probably.
And you're not gonna.
I mean, I'm looking. So
All right, let's get the show on. Here we go, people.
Okay,
so
get in the draft.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's do it.
already now.
The play got great reviews, except for the one that said his balls kept falling out of the draft.
Now to be
A
clear,
long dress.
okay.
How long
so it's
are your
so it's
balls?
I know,
so
I'm
it's
just kidding.
So it's almost 1 o'clock right now. Before we do this, does anyone need to go?
Yeah.
How long is this projected to take?
Like what?
I
Take
have
a shit? Or, I mean,
I have no idea because we're going to be acting out 3 scenes of this fucking play with
Wait, we're
skill
doing-
rolls.
we're actually doing 3 whole scenes.
That's why I linked you the scene.
Oh my god,
Script.
no!
We have the script.
You
That's
should
why-
not
and that's
actually
why-
call.
I'm actually stage. No.
You're stage
Right.
Oh.
No.
When do you not realize you've been on this stage for 18 weeks?
Yeah, you have been on the stage for 18
Yeah,
weeks.
in a game, but now I have to. Oh no.
Now you have to actually
But
act
now I
in
have
front of.
to read lines, a thing I do all the time.
Don't be making fun of Quinn. This is the actual thing they have a fear of. It's fine.
There was literally a time when I was a kid that it was a school play and I hid behind the curtain. It wouldn't come out.
Well, it sounds like Quinn
Well,
may need time to reconcile this anyways, but
Almost for a
yeah,
class of
I think
30 kids and I hid under the desk.
since that could take a while, I prefer calling it here as I have my work tomorrow.
Okay. So
That'd
we
probably
will,
be safer.
so we'll relabel this as Gnomeo and Juliet Part 1, and then do Gnomeo and Juliet Part 2, which will set up a few things that I'm excited for. Even after the play. So
As if you don't want to do all of the NPC voices, I will be happy to take some.
I
of
have
them.
plans for you to do like the opening narration, but in terms of all of the I'll pass out roles for everyone that they might want to do.
Nice.
Amazing.
Your character
Households, both alike in dignity.
Kestrel's just real focused on them lights.
Yep.
In Verona, where we
But
last
you're
stayed.
imagining all 5 of you also on the stage doing these roles. That's very good. Okay, so we're gonna call it
It's
here
just
then. I know this was a really short.
Thestral.
Yep. So I know.
Completely different, man.
Right, of course. Everyone has stage names, so like no one is being identifiable. So we're gonna end it here. I want to thank all of my players. Going at top of the order, where can we find everyone? Starting with Josh.
Hi, my name is Josh. As always, you can find me on Twitter at American_Josh. You can find me on Twitch at Real American Josh, though I haven't streamed in like 3 months. So, more importantly, you can just find me on Magic Bridge, where I am on streams, lots of days of the week. So just go there. It's easier. We have a YouTube also. Just go to the places that Steven brings up.
Okay. And next up we have Boko.
Oh, yes. You can find me on twitter.com/BokoEC. You can find me on twitch.tv/TheDarkBoko. I'm almost done with Celeste. Probably one more stream and it's gonna finally be done. I'm not doing the Seasides. Unless the game makes me do them.
No, you'll probably do the Seasides. Anyways, next
No!
we have Soups.
Hi, I'm Super Ninja 5506. You can follow me on Twitter at Super Ninja 5506, or follow the channel on Twitter at Magic Abridged. You can also find the YouTube channel at the YouTube channel that is Magic Abridged, and the Twitch stream at the Twitch stream that is Magic Abridged.
Go to Magic Bridge and watch the most recent episode of Maplebrook. It's also in the theater, and I got to Muda and Imp to death. It was great.
You can find Super Ninja 5506 at Super Ninja 5506. You can find the rest of Magic Bridge crew at Super Ninja 5506. You want to try this channel?
This isn't even our stream.
5506.
Yeah, but I'm extending the joke over to you.
5506.
Super
Yeah,
Ninja
5506.
Okay, calming down. Quinn, where can we find you, dear?
Currently drinking, trying to not remember that I have to do a whole play.
You're gonna have to do a whole play next week. Save some of that beer then.
Fuck.
But
Hi, my name's Requiem's VA. You can find me on Twitter, Requiem's VA, or on Twitch, or also on YouTube. I'm gonna go in the corner now.
you're already. No, you're almost in the corner. I know where your computer is, Quinn.
Okay. And finally, we have Ava.
Ahoy. You can find me on Twitter at VoiceActorAva. You can also find me on twitch.tv/VoiceActorAva. You can also find me on this handy-dandy little channel right here as I make YouTube videos very slowly, but it'll be worth it, I promise. And if it's not, well, you can get spat on.
You've also been editing some videos for another set of people, haven't you?
Yeah, you can also check out some videos I've edited for Schmucks Gaming. That's the one, where I edit highlights of a stream that the Schmucks do. What I also feature on, where it's just highlights of those streams. They're mostly Dark Souls. They've been in talks of me doing more.
I'm also there.
Yeah, Ezzy's there, Quinn is there, everybody's there.
But,
I scream.
From the Tombstones channel. Jeez. But no, and I've been Ezekieru. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Ezekieru. And I'm just really excited to see where this all goes. I want to thank everyone who donated. That's been very nice. This is going to help pay some hella bills. And again, thank you everyone who's been watching, and anyone who wants to, like, if anyone out there wanted to do fan art for whatever reason, be sure to add us on Twitter.
Or the Discord.
Fran's mostly been doing the fan art herself, drawing butts. So if you want to see more butts, make sure to find Fran over at One with Ponytail on Twitter. And with all that said, I will catch you all next time on Dumbskulls.